Okay, I want to do another example using the law of sines. This is the information I'm given, and I'm going to, first thing, draw my triangle, which I already drew, and label it. So, angle A, B, angle C. Remember, your triangles don't have to be drawn to scale. Just make sure you label them correctly with the corresponding side and angles and all that. All right, so we've got the information that we are given is that angle B is 10 degrees. We're given that angle C is 100 degrees, and that we're given side C is 115. All right, now what are we doing here? We're actually solving the triangle. Remember, when we solve a triangle, you have to give me all three angles, all three sides. All right, what information have they given me? They've given me two angles and a side. If I've given two angles and a side, I'm using the law of sines. Right, and I'm solving for all three angles, all three sides. Well, the third angle is going to be super easy to solve for because I've given two angles. So my third angle is going to be 180 minus 100 minus 10, which we know is 70 degrees. So angle A is 70 degrees. All right, so I've got all three angles. Now I've got to get all three sides. I've only got one side. I've got side C. I need to find side A. And I've got to find side B. All right, you can't do that at the same time because you can only have at most one unknown. So I'm going to have to use the ratio C, right? So they've given me the sine of C, 100 over 115, has to equal, all right, and it doesn't matter. You can find side B first, or you could find side A first. Doesn't matter. So let's just do A. So we know angle A is 70 over that unknown. When I cross multiply, I get A times the sine of 100 equals 115 times the sine of 70. When I divide by the sine of 100 to isolate A, I've isolated A, and I see that A, punching that in my calculator, I see that A is approximately 109.7. All right, we're going to do the same thing to get B. I'm going to use what I was given. I was given that the sine of C, which is 100 over 115, I know that has to equal the sine of B, which is 10, over side B. All right, so I set up my proportion, do the same thing. Cross multiply. When I divide to isolate B, I get that B, punching that in my calculator, I get B is approximately 20.3. All right, so I found A to be 109.7. I found B to be 20.3. Let's make sure this makes sense. Remember, the biggest side should be across from the biggest angle, 115. Then side A is across from the 70-degree angle, so it should be the next biggest side, and then side B is across from the smallest angle, and it should be the smallest side. So that all lines up. I've got all three angles and all three sides.